And the Atlantic magazine its publisher is Steve Jobs's widow. Coincidentally, not coincidentally. And Steve Jobs, this whole movie, me and Dad watched it at some point. I think you were away, Macy. And it sells this beautiful story about this guy who they paint as a little bit, autistic. They got the left hemisphere proclivity clearly, and he totally just doesn't know how to manage relationships or people or his family. So he has this bad relationship with his wife. But you get a heartwarming story of him reconnecting with his daughter in the end, So it's this tech billionaire who just started in his garage and then has a good connection with his daughter. So talking about taking a technocrat, they gave you the same thing with an Elon Musk. They tell you they worked their way up from a garage and then they just happened to become this
tech
giant who is now with Trump in the Doge system and helping with the administration.
Which is bullshit, since anybody who knows if you're a scientist trying to get freaking grants or funding for your project, it's like, come on. Nah, where is it coming from?
Yeah, exactly. So these same movies, they get put in your zeitgeist and then, make you think that Steve Jobs is this casual, cool person. And then you relate to him because there's this really nice daddy-daughter bonding story. So all of these manipulations that happen via these movies and these technocrats, it's really prominent, and that's why people have to pay attention. Because even you and me, Macy, when we watched Civil War, we watched it nearer when it came out, near the 2024, and these riots are now happening now. And the whole premise of the movie is same concept that I think the intro is 19 states have seceded, and now there's more negotiations from this. I think it's a Republican president in his third term, and he has done such a terrible job dismantling the FBI and stuff like that, that the whole U.S. is just splintered into 1,000 pieces. And so this idea about the left-right dichotomy is one of the big things that we have to keep our heads on a swivel for, because if they don't give you the left-right dichotomy, or if they don't want to make an explicit enemy out of the local state like that movie does, then they'll paint and put it on somebody else. There's always a person and somebody to blame, so that way you don't look where the actual source is coming from, which is almost always like these NED things, and it's always in your own backyard. I mean, one of the funny things is you and I went on the website of No Kings to see who some of the partners were, and if people remember the whole Black Lives Matter movement, those have largely been exposed as the color revolution and these coups that they were. Again, just they say non-violent. We all know that they're violent. You look at the photos. But there were a bunch of supporters on the No Kings Partners website that say, there's like Black Voters Matter. And then lower, you'll have Planned Parenthood. Now, anything associated with the Black Lives Matter movement, this is why left-right dichotomies are really utterly ridiculous, so that's supposedly a progressive thing, Black Lives Matter, because, the rights are very racist and all that jazz.